All right, Motorheads, hear me out. Now, you've seen the cell phone seat before, but what if I told you it's gotten even better? Now, it's one of the most popular items we've ever seen here on the show. Scott, when you invented the cell phone seat, it was an evolutionary process. You kept getting feedback and you kept trying it out, and you've done that again, an evolution through what your customers have to say. So how has the cell phone seat gotten even better?
So great question. So we had a lot of feedback from our customers. They love the product, but they mentioned some things that could potentially be better. Well, we've worked really hard to make some improvements on the device itself. Not only have we changed the front to make your front navigation buttons more accessible, we've also included optional foam inserts. So some people had a little bit of movement maybe with smaller phones or phones without cases. Now we've got these amazing foam inserts that you can easily put into the holder to work for smaller phones or phones that don't have a case. We also have modified the base, so if you have any type of movement in your cup holder, I mean, because there's 100 million different combinations of cup holders, of cell phone sizes, plus you have accessories and cases. So we have created these foam strips that you can now put around the base of your cell phone seat to ensure that it fits perfectly and stays secure in your cup holder while you're driving.
Now, that wasn't an exaggeration. 100 million is actually the number Scott came up with using AI to figure out how many different combinations there are. And this, of all devices out there, there are other options. This fits more than any other. Why is it so adaptable?
Well, we just made it really universal, right? It has a flexible set of rings on the base that you can flex from 4 inches down to about 3 inches. You can even modify these to get down to 2.5 inches if needed, and we have that in our instructions. We left the top very open to accommodate for larger phones, phones with large cases. I use a wallet case on my phone, so I need a lot of extra room in there. So we do have this large opening for those types of phones, but of course, a lot of people have very small phones. I mean, you have the newest phone from iPhone is pretty tiny, right? So that's going to have a little bit of movement when you're in the device, which is okay. You can have a little bit of movement when it's in there, but with the new foam inserts, check that out.
Don't try this at home.
So now with the new foam inserts, you can actually put those in there and not have any movement on any different type of phone.
Now, I mentioned this is an evolutionary process, and the cell phone seat looks super simple. But it was complicated to get this design exactly the way you wanted it to. Durability, I know, was also a factor that you thought of when designing this.
Correct. So because it's the only single piece of plastic that does everything that the cell phone seat does on the market, it had to be extremely durable. We're very proud to say this is made in America. We make this in Fraser, Michigan, out of very strong, durable, American-made plastic. This is made by American hands. We put a lot of pride into the strength that we have and the durability. There is a lifetime warranty on it, so hey, if it's 5 degrees outside and you try to squeeze it into a small cup holder and you crack it, we're going to replace it for you.
Very cool. And you have a lot of different options now, and there are newer options since the last time we saw you regarding colors and design. So let's look at some of what's new from the cell phone seat and the cup holder phone holder, the new version.
That's correct. So we've added some new colors, including a wolf gray, a canyon beige. We do have a lot of our original colors, and we're very excited to show that we have these new custom colors. These are hydrographic dipped, and you can get anything from the tie-dye to American flag version. So people are very excited about those.
And it's more than you can see here. If you go to cellphoneseat.com, you can see even more designs. One of the things I love about the cell phone seat is that you can actually still use your cup holder with that. And I think that stands head and shoulders above everything else. I get in a lot of rental cars. The cup holder is the only place to put the phone, and that renders it useless. I'm not able to use it for anything else.
Exactly. You definitely don't want to block your cup holder. That's the reason I designed this. When I first had the idea, I was throwing my phone in my cup holder like most people do. It was bouncing around. I couldn't really see it. The idea popped in my head. We worked for years 3D printing different versions of this to get it just right, and the ultimate goal of to make it fit universally in most cup holders without actually blocking the cup holder. Because hey, we need our coffee, we need our water, we need our protein energy drink, whatever the drink of the day is, we need to have access to it. So this can be used anywhere there's a cup holder between 3 and 4 inches. It's going to work in golf carts. It's going to work we've even heard it works in tractors. It's going to work in your cars. It's going to work in your trucks. It's going to work in your boat. It's even going to work at home in your recliner.
And it's going to work with more than just phones here. If you've got a kid maybe with their iPad in the back, you can set that right in there and put it in the cup holder in the car seat and you're good to go.
That's correct. Now your kid's back there, he can watch whatever he likes to watch or play on his iPad, and he doesn't even lose spot for his apple juice or his milk.
Now, there are imitators out there. You can go to other websites and you can find a cheap substitute. It may look the same, but the design and the quality will not be the same as the cup holder, phone holder from Cell Phone Seat. The only place to get the real deal is cellphoneseat.com. And the only place to see the latest and greatest for your automobile is right here on Motorhead Garage. We'll be right back with more.